What up, it's Jimmy. This is a clip from my NHL show. Check out the entire show. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. The final game on my card is the Montreal Canadiens, 11-6-7, 6-1-6 on the road at the Vancouver Canucks, 12-15-2, 8-6-2 at home. We're at Rogers Arena in Vancouver, BC. As you may guess, and this isn't a homer pick, and I'll explain exactly why I'm doing it, but I'm on the Vancouver Canucks. I'm going back to the well on the side, and you may call this dumb or stubborn or whatever, but I'm going to stay with my minus ones. I'm not going to change for the rest of this season. I'm tracking my record, as you all should, very, very closely. And if I have to change, I'm not going to change it with 20 games left in a 56-game COVID season when it's something I've been doing for years. Okay. Carey Price versus Thatcher Demko is what I expect in net. Habs opened up at minus 155. There's been no movement there. So Canucks at plus 135, there's been no movement. The total is at 6. And I don't like going back to the well on an under. Not that I was on it, but that clearly happened in that first game between these two teams. But I don't know how we don't. I really don't know how we don't. And so what I'm going to do, instead of taking an under at 6, which I think is a smart move, Thatcher Demko has to be in that. There's no way you could not put Thatcher Demko back in goal after the way he's playing. And I think that the Montreal Canadiens team total under 2.5 will give me a much better line with this total at 6. So I'm going to sleep on that move. But Thatcher Demko is incredible. And I just don't think anybody is dumb enough to go to Braden Holtby after what Thatcher has done. Their jobs are on the line. It has to be Demko in that. So with that being said, I'd like to see – it's going to be a plus line under 2.5 for the Habs. It's going to be a plus line because they're a decent favorite, a strong favorite, and the total is at 6. So what am I going to get? Plus 120? Plus 125? I think I will pull the trigger on that. But I will be on the Canucks minus 1. Let's break this game down. Carey Price, 7-4-4, 2.69 goals against average, 903 save percentage, 0 shutouts. Thatcher Demko, 8-9-1, 2.75 goals against average, 916 save percentage, 1 shutout. The Habs power play, 22.7%, penalty killing, 77.5%. The Nucks power play, 19.6%, and the penalty killing, 80.4%. The Habs are snake bit. Now, they've bounced out of that losing streak. You know, they're win-loss right now. But there are issues. Their number one line center hasn't scored a goal all season, 24 games. They have a new coach. They are squeezing their stick tight. Carey Price may have had a breakthrough on Monday night. And what we do is we predict situations. And those of you who know Carey Price well know that he's from Anaheim Lake, a remote fishing village in BC. He comes home, and not that he gets to go up to the fishing village because of COVID and all that stuff, but he gets to come back to his home province, and he breaks out of his slump. His mom, Linda Price, is the chief of the Alcacho First Nation up there. And I'm not surprised. I bet you he comes back to BC, talks to his mom, gets on that ice surface that he knows so well, and shines. So I'm on the Canucks again, and I'm not sitting here thinking that the Canucks are the better hockey team. After picking up Tyler Toffoli and Josh Anderson, and with Elias Pettersson hurt, the Montreal Canadiens are a better team than the Vancouver Canucks. But the Canucks feel good about themselves for the first time all season. They're getting exceptional goaltending from Thatcher Demko. They win the battle of the face-off circle. They only won, I believe, 33-24 on Monday, but they win it. They continue to win it. And time of possession, especially in the offensive zone, leads to goals and scoring chances. The Canucks have won 3 straight, 4 of 5, and this is the same situation that Edmonton finds himself in. The second last home game of an extended homestand. I love this spot. Travis Green, Jim Benning are very close to getting fired. The team is under a ton of pressure, and they're failing. Did you see the smiles on the bench when Gaudette tied up the game with 40 seconds left? Sniped that shot. Glove hand side on Price over the bar. Or was it? No. Blocker, I believe. Blocker. But just sniped it. It was gorgeous. And the smiles on the bench, I haven't seen them smile like that all season long because they've been playing under immense pressure and failing. I'm going with the score here. Canucks -1. Those of you who want to take them +135, I get it. And I've had a lot of people telling me that taking these dogs on the -1 line doesn't make sense. The +135 or whatever it is enough. Look, I like big scores. I stopped playing parlays, a few years back, and I don't get an opportunity at big scores. And this is like sort of the last bastion of big scores for me, and I like them. And I'm tracking everything very closely. And if it does cost me double-digit units by the end of the season, look, I won't do it next year. But this is a short season, and I'm not going to abandon ship just because I'm on a bad run with it. All right, and I haven't bet it yet. It's not available. The alternative puck line's not available. I could get them at +135 right now. But look, I'm not abandoning ship on these giant scores. All right, I'm stressed. I'm angry. I've lost money this week, and I shouldn't have. Well, I'm doing lousy in basketball right now, so that's valid for losing there. But on the ice, I should not have lost money this week. My capping is sound. I'm going to get myself out of this. I'm going to win. I couldn't believe it when I looked at my numbers and was only down 3 units on Monday and Tuesday because it feels like I'm down 10 and I feel like I'm going to smash something. But decide, let's do a show. Focus your energy and get that motherfucking cash, son. All right. Oilers -1.5 at +110. The under 6.5 in Ottawa, Edmonton. The Kings -1 at +131. And I will be on the Canucks -1. All right, baby.